first thing that came to my mind was, oh God, I got to get a hold of my wife. We have a problem.
Yeah, when my daughter would try and reach for the Band-Aid, you know, I'd just make sure I keep that hand away because it was very, very tender.
You lose that focus for 1 second and it's over. Finger's gone, arm's gone.
You never think twice about slamming a tailgate or closing a toolbox. But in the blink of an eye, you've just crushed a hand, broken a bone, or worse, amputated your own finger.
Yeah, when my daughter would try and reach for the Band-Aid, you know, I'd just make sure I keep that hand away because it was very, very tender a couple of days after, you know, and she's 10 months old trying to, you know, play with daddy, so it was just rough, you know, trying to play with her with one hand. The first thing I thought about was, oh my God, I can't believe I just did this, you know, to myself. It's not very much finger that I lost, but I can guarantee that the pain is pretty unrivaled at anything that I've had before. I was very distracted and unfocused that day, and you know, I should have taken a step back and got myself together and, you know, really thought about what was going on at work because, you know, there's risk involved with everything we do. It does affect, you know, your life at home with your children and, you know, your wife and everything else. So I'm Garrett Antolin, and working safely matters for you and your family.
It's really pretty simple. We all use our hands to get our work done every day. But you injure your hands, and things quickly take a turn for the worse for you and your family.
You go from waking up every morning and knowing what your job duties are and doing your normal job duties to, wow, I can't do anything. My wife bathes me because I can't get my hand wet. And that'll mess with you. It will shake you up. The first thing that came to my mind was, oh God, I got to get a hold of my wife. We have a problem. And you know, at the time I wasn't really aware of the severity of the injury. I did know instantly when it hit that it was definitely acid. My initial thought was, you know, wow, you know, what's going to happen? What's going to happen at home? I mean, work was the furthest thing from my mind when it happened. It was my family. And that's one of my biggest passions is music, and I can't do any of it at all right now. I'm also building a house for my in-laws, and I'm about 5 weeks behind now. No matter how much thought you put into your work, there's always that possibility of something going wrong. And to always be on your P's and Q's, always be aware of your surroundings, and always take that extra step. It's not worth not taking it. I'm Chet Tabor, and working safely matters for you and your family, especially your family.
Working safely and avoiding hand injuries always starts with following all Turner safety requirements, with no exceptions. First, you must protect your hands by making certain your gloves are in good shape with no rips or tears. And if you're line breaking, check with your supervisor on site to verify you're using the correct gloves and PPE to protect yourself from chemical burns. Always remember to stop, look, and verify that your next action is not going to get you hurt. You should always pay attention and take a moment to confirm whether or not your hands are safe before you act. That's a hard lesson a team member who amputated his own finger says he should have learned by staying focused during his JSA.
I could barely stay awake most of the time. It would go in one ear and out the other. I wouldn't listen. And then when I did listen, I just found it boring. It wouldn't sink in. I wouldn't take it with me 5 minutes after the meeting's over. It's gone. As soon as it happened and I got my hand out of the glove, out of the pinch situation, I pulled it off, and as I pulled it off, I could feel the chunk in the glove. And of course, as soon as I seen it, of course, it's been crushed off. You lose that focus for 1 second and it's over. Finger's gone, arm's gone. Something major. It could have been, I could have had my wrist there. I could have bled out on a scaffold. She was very freaked out. By the time she got to the hospital, I was able to calm her down. She's just getting to the point where she can actually look at it or be near it without having that I guess that gut-wrenching feeling of something that, you know, some people can't look at blood and gore. If I go to scratch my head, I can only feel 3 fingers. I can't reach and touch with this finger anymore. Right now, I can't open a Gatorade bottle. I can't do my hobbies, there's a lot of things that I can't do. A lot of things. Listen to what they say. Do your JSA. Look for things. Think outside of the box. My name is Sean Gammon, and working safely matters for you and your family.
Remember, staying alert during your JSA and learning to anticipate and avoid pinch points is your best defense against a painful caught-between injury. For example, everyone who's ever used a wrench knows that sooner or later it's going to slip. Using the open palm technique that you see safely demonstrated here will greatly help your chances of avoiding busted knuckles or broken fingers. You've already seen just how quickly a power tool can take off a finger or cost you a serious hand injury. That's why Turner requires that you always verify your tool is discharged before changing a grinding disc or a saw blade to prevent any unexpected startups. You've just learned paying attention during your JSA and staying focused working your task greatly reduces your risk of taking a painful hand injury home to you and your loved ones. Remember, you make your living with your hands, so always stop, look, and verify that your next action won't get you hurt, because working safely always matters for you and your family.
My name is Chet Tabor.
I'm Garrett Antoline.
My name is Sean Gammon.
Working safely matters for you and your family, especially your family.